Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw focus. Okay, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself. So don't worry if you can't see this. I'll switch over to Sharpie in a minute and you'll be able to see much better. But for now, this is for me, just to make sure I get everything in here and to make sure I don't fall off the page. Alright, so let's see. Anything special I need to point out? Oh yeah, that's good. She's got all kinds of really crazy little extras, you know? So I have to try to get all that in here and make it look good. It's been a while since we've got a new well, I was about to say like a new outfit, but what I mean by that, I mean there's new outfits just about every week, but what I mean by that is the design has always been pretty much the same. Like this is a whole new leg protector right there, whole new knee pad. This is pretty cool. This is pretty crazy. I think I want to stick her leg out a little bit more. It's just kind of static like that. I'm going to put her leg out this way a little bit more. Like that. There we go. That's grabbing me better. Okay. So yeah, so this design is they're really going somewhere with it. And I mean, I get it. Like before, it's much easier to design with your template, your model, you know, what you already have. But you know, it's nice to see something new, something different. So I'm trying to give her a good strong pose too, because I like her character. So I'm trying to just do something fun with it. And I think I'm just drawing lines over and over again, trying to find something I like. You know, if it's just her arms just hanging there, it's just not quite doing it. This one I have kind of in a big up, like a strong defiant pose. I like that, you know. And this one, I'm trying to think of what to do with it, because I don't want to go too crazy, but I want to do something different. I don't know what yet though. Let's see. And she's got, I don't know. I can't describe half of the things I'm seeing here because I don't know what they are, you know? Because like she's got this buckle that looks like a button, but it's not a button, so it's kind of hard for me to describe. And she has these straps, which are belts going across her chest. This one's going up. Her breast is out like that, so I'm going to draw her shoulder out like that. Draw this arm down. And there you go. I guess I could just do that. Just standard hanging down. She's strong. She's tough. But see, she's also got these weird, like protecting things like gauntlets that are unique. That's the best way I can do it. Say it. So you know, there's a lot of extra stuff I got to try to add in and make sure it fits. And trying to fall off the page here. Okay, so there's not a face we're going to draw, and there's this weird circular pattern there. I'm not going to draw that. I'm just going to let color take care of that. So I'm just warning you right now, that part is not going to be in the picture, okay? Until I color it, then you'll see it. All right. So she's got like this very anime hair, and by that I mean there's a lot of characters that have like this. These bangs basically is what they are. They're just basically bangs, but they go up and down, you know? They're these weird angular things. that just makes me think of a lot of Japanime. Okay, so I think I'm ready. I'm going to switch over to Sharpie now. I'm going to use a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. I think I'm just going to go straight in with the fine point because there's not a lot of detail. I can pretty much take care of a lot of it with this. Okay, so I may do it here with the buckle because that's some really fine detail, but we'll see where we go. Okay, so let's draw the eyepiece first. And it kind of comes down to a point like this. And then let's go ahead and draw some of that hair so it'll give us stopping points. So I'm going to kind of come down and do that. Let's do another one here like that. Down like that. And again, they're like whippies, which what I call just whippy hair, like whip. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to kind of float them like that. So I could draw these other lines and draw some more whips. Some more Japanime whips. Okay, just little whips like that. Whips like that. So see what I mean, how it kind of goes up and down? Here, let's do this. That's what we'll do with the fine point. We'll add just some fine detailed lines that we can't add with the big Sharpie. But there's the downside. See, it's all starting to get muddy right there. And I hate doing that, so we're gonna limit what we're doing, okay? So some more up and down like that. So again, I'll try to do a few just like that. Okay, and that way it'll give us edges. All right, so I got a little bit more hair back here just to round out the head, but I got to be careful because again, see, it's starting to get muddy. So I'm going to draw the back of the hair like this from where it's all pushed back. And there's the rest of the head. Okay, so let's stop with all that because that's getting too muddy for what I like. I'm not crazy about that, but let's just keep going. So let's draw the bottom of her face. We're going to draw the chin up to the sides like that, and I'll go ahead and draw some bandage stuff in because she's got a lot of bandages. So I'm just going to draw lines like she's bandaged, you know, like that. Okay, so let's draw the rest of her. So I'm going to draw her belts first because they're on top and I don't want to lose where I'm going with this. So I'm going to draw this one across and there's a buckle like that, which goes to the edge, which is attached to another buckle like that, which is attached to another buckle like that, which is attached to the leather strap, little piece, and it's going around like that. Okay, does that make sense? It might when I'm coloring it, but the round parts are like these loops, these metal loops like that. Okay, so there's another one coming off of this. Let's see, this one right here in the middle. There's a little line coming off, which leads to another buckle like that. There, that makes sense? That's kind of one and then the third going over her shoulder like that. Okay, so now that we have that there, we can draw the other lines based on what we can see and what we can't see. So her jacket has a collar that kind of goes up like that, and I'll go ahead and draw her neck down now that I have that edge. And I got to be careful here because again, it's going to start to get muddy with these lines. So her other edge goes like this. I'm going to bring it down like that. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, so she's got a shirt underneath and then a vest. So another line like that. And I can draw the other edges of her jacket. So I'm going to draw it down like this. She's got a couple of a couple of buttons, and then the edge of her jacket. It's a very super short jacket. It's barely over her breast. So we're going to bring it over to the edge like that. Bring it into where the edge of her chest is, her rib cage, which is going to come down to this next part to about right there. And that's where the next layer of clothing she has is on. But we're not going to get there yet. We're just going to draw with what we have. We're going to keep working with this, okay? So there's the other coat, the other side of the coat, sorry. And so you can see some of her breasts like that. Then her shoulders there. So let's draw this other side here, then we'll come back. So this is going to come in. I'm going to go ahead and draw a couple lines. And let's draw her arm down, okay? So we're going to draw her shoulder. It's going to go down like this, and she has her fist up in a defiant, strong pose, okay? So let's draw to her elbow, and I'm going to draw her wrist like that, or her forearm bent up, the other one's coming down like this. And there are bandages on it, so that's kind of why I did something like that, and you'll see what I'm doing in a second. Let's go ahead and finish up the glove real fast, and you'll see. So she's got this ring on her glove. It's just a big, huge something like that. We'll go ahead and give it a little 3D to it like this. And so I've got her fist just kind of up. You can see the back of it, so we're kind of gonna get away with just having to draw something like this. And I can draw the knuckles and her pinky like that. Cool, right? We're done. So, we're not done, but we're done with the fist. So I'm going to draw some bandages across her, something like this. And not too much, just a few. Ah, look, I fell into it like that. I hate when I do that, but that's what happens. Let's see, there's a couple over here, like that. Okay, so that's good enough for that arm. Okay, so let's move over to the next one. And this one, we'll go ahead and draw the whole thing. It's just hanging down, and add a few of the details that are in there. She's got some armor on there. Okay, so again, we're just going to draw her shoulder to her bicep, and right where her elbow is going to be is the first little doohickey, which is some kind of armor plating. So it's something like this, and we'll go ahead and add that edge to it like that, just to give it some style, just some design. And there is where her elbow is, there's like it looks like this, and then it's tied to the other end over here like that, and then there's like rope. Don't know why. Don't control it, just draw what I see. Okay, so now that we have edges, we can go ahead and draw the rest of her arm like this. And her forearm has, again, some scaling to it. Not scaling, but armor to it. Basically, that's the word I was trying to go for. So it's something like this. I just wanted to draw something like that, just so I can give it that texture to it. Okay, so see, just some different things that we haven't had before, a different style and look. So here, this hand has, I'm going to just make a fist, basically. It's got like this more armor on the back, and I'm just going to do the fist. So we're going to do the thumb, the fist in like that, and there it's again bandaged up. Well, not again, because the other one wasn't, so it's not again, huh? But like some of the other style, it's bandaged. That's what I was trying to say. Okay. There we go. All right, so here we go with her next layer. Let's go ahead and draw this circle here. This button. It's not a button, but that's what it makes me think of. And there's two layers to it, so I'm going to make a thinner line inside. Not exactly perfect, but that'll work. And it's got these lines in it like that, and I guess that's why I'm thinking of a button, because almost like buttonholes, it's part of the design is what it is. So there's a strap holding that on, so we're going to go ahead and draw that across. Same thing over here, and her like leather, whatever this is, it comes underneath, comes up like this, and then kind of goes across and does one of these like that. So it's kind of got that ribbed, like that flared out top, Okay, and it looks like a piece that's wrapped over itself, so there's the other half that's underneath, like that. And that is part of that. So now we're basically just drawing the rest of her anatomy, because the pants are normal. It's just got a few extra little doodads, wackly doos, and dealy whoppers. Okay, so now we're going to draw her hip out like this, And I'm going to kind of prepare for the little straps that she has right there. Just, you know, with some kind of little design like that. And then I could draw the rest of her thigh down to her knee. But instead of a knee, there's this new pad looking thing. Well, not pad, it's, I don't know what you would call it. It's kind of like this, how it's got like the flared out little extra stuff. It's cool. It's really cool, but it's different. Here, let's go ahead and draw it. Let's just do this. So where the knee is going to be is now this thing. And it's something like that. So now when I draw her thigh, see, it's kind of like this in. Then I'm going to draw that line, that thing. And I can draw her crotch. And, ooh, that's kind of, I don't like that. I came out way too much. If you could do yours out here, oh, that line shouldn't be there. I messed up. But you know what? Let's make it work. Let's work with what I got and let's do like that. And it's a little jumbled. It's a little messed up, but that's okay. Let's just own our mistakes and keep going. You can erase that if you want. I had to do it just to make it look better. And now I'm going to do the, ooh, you know what? Look, I can make that work. I can make that work. That's like the buckles that are going across, that are holding it together. Okay, I'm fooling myself, but that's what I'm going to say it is. That's the buckle. All right. Work with your mistakes. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this other one too, and that way we can just draw it all at the same time. And I'm going to draw this back of the leg to the knee pad like that, and I'm going to draw down to like right here, because I'm going to draw the little straps holding in this new leg shield. And so let's draw the front of her leg like this, down to her knee. And this new knee pad is kind of a, not a diamond, I don't know what you would call that. What would you call that? Okay, good. I'll call it that too. And it's got like this little pattern like that. Okay. And then the strap holding it on like this. And so this new pad, this new protector is kind of like this. Does that make sense? And it goes down like that. And it's kind of like the old one that kind of flares out a little bit and then comes back up. And it's got a look like that. You know, it's that 3D look. Okay. So yeah, see, so it's kind of cool, kind of different from what it used to be. So I like that. That's a new design, you know. Okay, so now I can draw her boots, and let's draw them both at the same time. So let's finish up this leg over here real fast. I'm gonna draw the calves down to her foot, her boot. And so we're going to draw her boots. I'm going to draw, let's see, the tongue is out like that, to the side of her boot, to the big foot toe like that. I'll go ahead and do that. There's the front. And we got to draw those big treads like this. So I can draw the other one down like that. There's that big tongue I was talking about, like this. I'm going to draw the boot to the toe like that. And I'm going to come in and like that for the heel. Do that for the toe. Add the big tread. And I just kind of do something like that, just to make it look, you know, tready. Actually, I should have brought that in more a little bit. Let's do that. Let's go like that and like that. You can just ignore that line. So there, that'll work. So I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is focus. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.